Fatima says, I saw many Muslims, including myself, after making dua or supplication, wipe hands over face. Is this perceived by a fatwa or sunnah or whatever you call it? The answer is no. When we make dua, generally speaking, not related to after salah, generally speaking, I am between adhan and iqamah and I raise my hands and make dua. After I finish, some people wipe their faces. And this is not backed up by any authentic hadith. So the hadith that backs it up is not authentic. Hence, one should not do that. Now look at the steps of shaitan. How many times have you seen people not only wiping their faces, but rather wiping their whole bodies and every inch of it? I've seen many. How did this start? I personally have approached many. And usually I approach them.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You can see the video online where it mentions that the dua, making dua, obviously is sunnah, raising hands is sunnah, but then wiping hands over your face, whether it's from the sunnah of not or not. So the video, or many videos, the one that I showed in the Duaa, claims that it's not sunnah, it must not be done. To be honest, there are opinions of the scholars on both sides. And therefore, these matters that are done by many Muslims, alhamdulillah, many scholars have the opinions based on the clear hadith that it is authentic. Now, the problem with these type of fatwas or fatwa shopping online is that people just watch and they find something new which is attractive by a person who looks like a scholar, who might be a scholar, but he in many cases is unaware of the fact that this will create more fitna than resolving something that they think is good and it's from the sunnah. So in this case particularly, we have hadith from Tirmidhi, from Ibn Majah, from so many other compilations of Sahih hadith. Although this is another issue, that which hadith is Sahih or Hasan li ghayrihi or Da'if or weak, and what does it mean? Because it's quite easy to say it's a weak hadith, but what does it mean? How weak it is? Can we just accept it? Is it not Sahih? So must every non-Sahih hadith be a weak hadith? Of course not. These are technical things and technical matters. One has to be clear. So therefore, I advise people to approach someone that they trust, not necessarily online, a celebrity scholar. Well, to cut a long story short, in this mas'ala, in this issue, we clearly find the hadith, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا مد يديه في الدعاء لم يردهما أو لم يردهما حتى يمسح بهما وجهه, which means that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam would always, kana means this was his continuous action. The hadith is in Tirmizi, Kitab al-Da'awat, Babu Rafi' al-Aidi fi al-Du'a, hadith number 3386, and also Hakim in his Mustadrak, Kitab al-Du'a. The chapters are called Du'a. So the Prophet ﷺ used to do it. We have also Ibn Hajar rahimahullah in Bulugh al-Maram mentioning that it has so many, from Tirmizi, it has so many shawahid, the hadith of Ibn Abbas, in Abu Dawood, and all the rest of it. And so all this dictates clearly that it's a Hasan hadith. Okay, so therefore Imam San'ani says it, Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu says it, Abu Dawood mentions many ahadith, Sayuti mentions it. All these ahadith, my dear respected brothers and sisters,